Hello and welcome, creatives. Today we are drawing this adorable little winter sloth, all dressed up in his hat and scarf. With your paper taller than wide, we're going to start with the face. The top is kind of like a heart shape. And then we'll come down and almost like a letter C. So from here around. And then we want to add the markings, like a letter U shape. The hardest part about these is trying to get them about the same size. Hi there, amazing artists. Before we dive back into our awesome drawing tutorial, got a quick message for you. First of all, thanks for dropping by our channel. It means a lot to me. Whether you're a regular or first time here, we're thrilled to have you. Now, I want to talk to you about the format of our videos real quick before you continue on. Each drawing tutorial has two parts. And part one is where we go through the nitty-gritty, step by step, sharing all my tips and tricks and details of creating that masterpiece. It's perfect if you want to follow along and learn the ins and outs of the drawing process. If you're more of a quick learner and you don't need all those step-by-step details and parts, then we've got you covered. Skip ahead to part two of this same video, where you'll get a speedy walkthrough of all the steps as I'm outlining my drawing from part one. And if you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our creative adventures. Now, let's jump back into that tutorial. Part two awaits, so they'll be ready for a speedy drawing session. Once we've got that done, we're going to add the eyeballs inside of there. You could do any shape of eye that you want. I like to do big round eyes for this one. Don't forget to add some highlights. You could add some eyelashes or eyebrows in there. I'm going to give it a little nose. A rounded triangle. And a little smile. Next, we're going to add the sides of its head. It has a cap on top. So on the sides, it's just going to be from the top edge, come down and add that fluffy fur with the zigzags. And then round in and connect to the bottom edge of that face. So these lines here went too far. And some extra zigzag though. On top, we're going to close up the head by putting on a little cap. That's the brim of my hat. That's the top of my little beanie. And a little poof on top. Might actually bring these down because it looks kind of silly. When we wear our hats, it kind of goes along the edge. And we're ready to add its little scarf. To do that, we're going to start here along the edge where its neck would be. Come across for as tall as you want your scarf to be. I usually go about 1 finger, maybe 1.5. And then slide that off. We're going to bring this across, straighten it out. Then we're going to add the other piece that's twisted up underneath. And that one kind of flying up away from our little sloth. Now the sloth is standing. Most sloths just hang out in the rainforest and don't do much of anything. But this guy's standing up. So we're going to have a little belly, kind of creating that separate area. I like to do it smooth first, and then I go over the top of my line with a zigzag to make it look nice and furry. We'll do that one more time, creating the arms. So coming down. Zigzag. Not quite connecting to the belly there because we're going to come back down around the bottom and connect the curve of the outer color and give our little guy some legs. Now you get to add all the fun things. Maybe your little sloth is in the background of a sledding hill, or maybe he's at an ice skating park, or maybe he's just out in the snow. Either way, that's where we start to add all the fun, unique things. Maybe some polka dots on the scarf. Excuse me. I don't believe that anybody can look at polka dots and be unhappy. They're one of my favorite patterns because they just elude fun. Maybe I'll have his little hat match by putting polka dots on top. Notice I'm doing some big and some small. I think to make this look more like a brim, I'm going to add lines along it to give it like that stretchy look. Maybe I'll add a little horizon line back here of ice, or maybe it's snow. Add some little lines on this to kind of make it act like it's ice on maybe a pond. And there you have your cute little winter sloth. Now, we're going to head over and do our outlining next, so stick with us for part 2. Catch you on the next video. And don't forget to check out more tutorials by clicking on the videos on your screen. Until next time, happy drawing and stay creative. Bye, everyone.